Hello, Fakam Oz here. Fall is here, my favorite season, and I'm looking forward to it. So today I'm going to be sharing the fragrances that I'm looking forward to wearing the most during fall. My winter list is going to be down the line. Our winters are significantly colder than our fall, so that'll be a separate list. And then next week, so a week from here, we're going to be doing a designer list for fall as well. So I'm really excited about that. So today we're going to be looking at the fragrances that I'm really excited to wear more of this fall, and it's not going to be in any particular order. So to keep this short, I'm going to be concise. Starting with the House of Spirit of Dubai, we're looking at Fakama. This is an amazing rose oud combo. I know by now people are yawning at an idea of another rose oud combo, but this is among the best that I've smelled in that genre, rose and oud, because of the multitude of facets that I get each time I wear this one. Although long list for this one, if you go on their website and look at it, long list, although it's not a one-to-one representation on actually the notes that are used or accords that are used in this fragrance, it gives you a good idea of the facets or the nuances that you can pick up when you wear Fakama. Just an outstanding, warm, sweet, you get dark animalic tones attached to it, and of course the oud and the rose note are dominant here and they smell natural, especially the oud. My struggle with other rose oud combo is essentially when the oud is supplemented with cypriol or it doesn't smell natural. The type of oud and then rose combo that I get here is natural smelling and just wonderful, along with the multitude of facet that it comes up with. Definitely a winner in my book as far as rose oud combos go. Next, we're looking at the offering from the House of Boudicca de Victorious, and it's going to be Angelique. Now, the first time I tried this one, I did not like it. I thought the crisp green apple accord was kind of synthetic and too sharp, and then the odd combination with the aromatic spicy vibe that I got from the cardamom and then sage-like note did not appeal to me at all. But the more I wore it, it became addictive, and I love it now. I just can't do without it during the colder months. So this one essentially, like I said, the top is going to be around the crisp green apple, but it's contrasted with this odd aromatic spicy vibe coming from cardamom, something that smells almost like sage, and then all of that is on the base of a sweet woody amber that is just to die for. It's delicious. It gives you this warm hug with sweet facets. Aromatic facets are there throughout the wearing the fragrance, and like I said, after wearing this one couple of times, the odd combination or contrast between the crisp green apple and the aromatic vibe is not bothering me at all. Actually, I find it really interesting and really well done. I think the first time I wasn't ready to get that contrast between a fruity crisp green apple and then some aromatic spicy vibes, but it works really well when you spend time with this one. So definitely a winner for fall or cooler season here. Next, we're looking at the House of Royal Crown, and then it's gonna be Oud Al Malka. What an outstanding fragrance. This one is a smooth, sweet, buttery amber oud with layers and layers of florals around jasmine, ylang, and then some rose accords. There are some subtle spicy accords coming from saffron. This one has a good amount of labdanum as well from the amber accord, but the contrast between the buttery amber, the spices, and the florals, and then the oud accord that is used here is just to die for. It's not an aromatic oud, so it's easy to wear. This one on the website seems like it's geared towards women, but damn, men can be sexy too. So this one I recommend. If you can sample this one, definitely do. An outstanding take of a sultry sensual oud, and not to forget there's an ambergris accord here that adds that sultry sexy touch to the amber and oud combo here. The next fragrance we're going to be looking at is one with a big personality, concise and bold personality at that, so it tends to be hated or loved in the fragrance community. It's from the House of Xerjoff. It's called Picovaya Dama. This one is very heavy on musky, soapy aldehydes, intermingled with white florals and well contrasted with the powdery, chalky orris accord, and then the base is a balsamic, sweet balsamic accord. Now, although I mentioned these main accords here, it comes off clean, and the combination between the orris, chalky, powdery orris, and then the soapy aldehydes gives this hazy, slightly incensey accord that I love. It is not a smoky accord, but a hazy, slightly incensey accord that I love in this composition. composition. Now, like I said though, this one is a big personality type of fragrance. If you attribute orris or soapy aldehydes to something that is vintage to dated, then you're going to find this one dated. But for me, it has this elegant, mature, but not dated feel attached to it. It's a type of fragrance that you wear to make a statement at a big event. So definitely one that is class at that, is that grand, and performance is outstanding. That's why I'm saying if you don't love the sound of the main accords here, I would say stay away from this one, because you're going to be wearing this one well into the next day. That's how grand this fragrance is. Next, we're looking at the fragrance that gives you this warm, spicy, ambery, leathery feel. A beautiful blanket to have during fall colder seasons. It's from the House of Boudicca de Victor. It's called Amethyst. This one, like I said, is centered around a smooth, spicy amber and leathery facets. And in the background, I also pick up a dark plum-like nuance that reminds me a little bit of the leathery dark plum nuance that I get from Osmanthus Absolute, and is in the background here, but you can definitely feel a slightly dark fruity accord attached to it. But the prominent notes is labdanum driven amber, some spicy cinnamon-like facet attached to it, and then the leathery tones that I get in the dry down. A fantastic, warm, cozy blanket for the fall season, and then longevity is outstanding in this one. Next fragrance is one that can come off weird, but it was love at first sniff for me. It's from the House of Frédéric Malle. It's called Noir Épice. As the name implies, you're gonna get a lot of spices, fresh, spicy, sweet cloves, a little bit of cinnamon there, and a peppery feel attached to it. And on the base, I get this exotic combination between patchouli and sandalwood, and it's all revolving around a deep red rose that has a little bit of warm and cold facet because of the geranium adding a slightly rosy citric feel to it, but also a sweet facet that is coming from the orange at the top. Now this one, like I said, weird opening, the contrast between the deep red rose, the spices, the exotic base, but also the orange sweetness that is at the top is kind of jarring in the opening. But for me, I was really impressed with the creativity and how it came off as. It is a rich, central, rosy, but you get other elements that are playing with it. So definitely great points here for the creativity. And it's something that will give you this central, warm, spicy blanket during the coldest season. So definitely, if you're looking for something that is unique, has an interesting take of rose, but also a large amount of spices, definitely take a look at Noir Épice by Frédéric Malle. Next fragrance is from the House of Roche d'Or. It's called Britannia. It's a type of fragrance that is not heavy, but gives you this warm central blanket during the colder seasons. This one has pretty quickly vanishing citrusy top notes, and it focuses pretty quickly around the three notes of sultry ambergris, chalky powdery orris mixed with cocoa powdery cocoa aqua, and then it's underpinned with some slightly fruity nuances, spicy nuances, and woody nuances. This one can come off a little bit mature for people that attribute orris again to vintage or dated feel type of fragrances, but to me this one has an elegant feel attached to it. Something that you can wear at the fancy dinner or formal occasion. It's not going to be a projection piece, but it's going to give you this glowing central aura. The next fragrance that we're looking at is from the House of Fragrance du Bois. It's called Sahara Oud. This one has a radiating personality here. It has a glowing feel attached to it. Every time I wear this one, I just feel good. It has a creative facet attached to it as well. It's a sweet, syrupy amber and oud, but also contrasted with the sandalwood and rose combo, and is all threaded together with this golden strand of saffron that adds a spicy nuance to it. And I also get other dark spices attached to this one. Like I said, it has just big radiating personality, a feel-good type of fragrance, also a unique type of take on amber, rose, sandalwood, and then oud actually. Really good pairing here. Now the next fragrance is from the House of Henri Jacques. It's called Roi Sans Équipage, and this one is a wonderful gentleman-like type of fragrance. It's not dated. I find it really elegant and easy to wear, and this one is centered around an aromatic woody amber leather with touches of tobacco. Absolute is not going to be your typical accord of sweet, spicy, smoky tobacco-like. Here is a slightly powdery tobacco leaf-like Acor, and it's in the background. This one, like I said, a gentleman-like type of fragrance. It wears close to the skin but gives you this aromatic warm scent attached to it. I really enjoy wearing this one when I just don't want something to distract me, but I want to smell something that is just reliable and gentleman-like. Last but not least, we're looking at the House of Xerjoff, and it's called Amber Star. This one doesn't do much on my skin. It sits really dense on my skin and moves at snail pace, so it's really hard to kind of pick up what it does. It doesn't evolve too much for me. It's kind of a linear fragrance, but what I love about this one is the comfortable warm feel that I get when I wear it during the colder seasons. Mainly what I pick out of this one is a labdanum that is infused with a sultry ambergris Acor, but you also get sweet vanillic benzoin resin, myrrh, and other resins that are adding subtle sweet nuances to the fragrance. Like I said, dense, close to the skin from what I can smell, but every time I wear this one, 2 sprays, a lot of people that are around me tell me that it's really strong, but for some reason I don't get that strong of a projection. So be careful when you're wearing this one. But what I love about this fragrance is the constant linear, warm, comfortable feel that I get out of it. So this concludes the list of the fragrances that I'm looking forward to wearing during the fall. My winter list is going to come later. I'm going to do the designer list shortly in a week. I would love to hear from you guys. What are your options? What are you excited to try during the colder season here? Again, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and take care. Bye.